Hello guys, Jonesy316 here and the Delimeat18, obviously, you know. So yeah, we're doing this Jonesy Chinwag, the episode 2, obviously with Delimeat, like I said. And yeah, one question I've got for this, good legendary fellow is, why'd you call yourself Delimeat? That is one question I had for him.
It's amazing. That is amazing. When just before we started this, you were saying there's one question I've gotta ask, and in my head I was like, it could be anything. It could be absolutely anything. And this is a question that I've been asked a lot.
Oh, is it?
And it's not as interesting as I wish it was. It all started during the first lockdown, because I've said before, I'm not actually a big gamer. Like, I feel a little bit like a fraud sometimes, because all these people in the community have got so many gaming experiences, and I really haven't. My background's in fitness and in bodybuilding. Yeah. But during lockdown, I was playing Warzone.
Oh yeah.
And I needed a gamer tag.
Yeah.
And I shit talk and joke and all that stuff. So I was like, I just need something that is completely out there.
Yep.
And sounds somewhat weird. And then it stuck. And then a friend of mine said, "Oh, you should start streaming. You're a funny guy. People like you."
Oh yeah.
That's what he said. I'm not saying I'm funny. People said that.
Fucking hell you are.
So I tried streaming, and my first stream went really well.
Yeah.
And then I'm stuck with this stupid fucking name.
That's legendary. That's legendary.
That I can't get rid of. Like, all these other people have got really cool names.
Yeah.
And, you know, don't sound like a soft porno.
That's fucking legendary. That's fucking legendary. I cannot believe it's actually that. That's what come up with Delimeat. I've got another question. One more question, because this is actually quite funny. Why so explicit? Oh, that's only a jokey question. It's only a jokey question.
No, it is. No. There is obviously. I know myself that my content and the way I talk.
Your content, obviously, because your content. I've seen it on your channel. It's fucking hilarious. Don't get me wrong. It's fucking absolutely brilliant. Right. And I've been in there a few times, obviously, as you know. Yeah. And I've been listening to it in the background, playing my fucking game, and I've just crapped up laughing, because it's like that explicit that, you know, I'm surprised sometimes they even allow you on Twitch sometimes with the explicitness.
I do.
It's funny as fuck.
I do.
Okay, you can ask the question, Danny.
I've been spoken to a few times about like the content and stuff like that. I think the thing is with streaming, to answer it in a serious way, is you have to make content that you enjoy watching.
Yeah, that's for definite.
And the content I enjoy watching.
Yeah, this stream is 18 plus. With him on the show, it will be.
And I enjoy what I do. I really enjoy the content and the explicitness. I think in order to be successful in streaming, there's got to be a point of difference in the content that you're putting out. Yeah. And I like to think, as much as I get a lot of backlash for some of the things I say, I think the 3 or 4 hours that I stream for it allows people to come in and let loose and just kind of and escape a little bit.
I've got 2 questions waiting. Don't worry. Just keep going. Keep going.
So in terms of why so explicit, it's what I enjoy. I enjoy all that stuff. Like, I know, because our age difference isn't that big, I don't believe. I grew up watching stuff like Jackass, Dirty Sanchez.
Oh, Jackass, Dirty Sanchez. Oh, wow.
Yeah. Wow. I used to love watching Billy Connolly.
Billy Connolly?
Billy Connolly is my favourite comedian. Fucking hell, man.
You're talking fucking old style here now. Fucking hell, Billy Connolly.
Yeah, and so when I started content creation, like, tried to find my niche, that was kind of it. And that's kind of what I based it off, is that I wanted to be that kind of content creator that people either love, hate, you know, either way it's quite divisive. And, you know, I always say, I mean, you'll know when I come into your channel, I love people's channels.
Oh, yeah.
I'm respectful.
Yeah, you're respectful.
But when it's on my
It's your
platform,
channel.
I'ma say whatever the fuck I want to say. Like,
oh, brilliant.
and you can stay,
Yeah.
you can lurk, or you can go. It's okay.
Yeah,
It's not for
honestly,
everyone.
that's what I say. You like, right? Obviously, when you content create, you know, every content creator is different. Every streamer is different, and obviously, if you don't like the streamer, there's only three things to do really. There's either
exactly.
you watch it, you lurk, or you just, I guess, if consider we're doing this explicit, fuck off.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Sal, I'm guessing, is from yours. I'm guessing. Why do you scream at us and make us feel bad? Take one for the team. Yeah, apparently you got to take one for the team.
Wow. Again, this is Saul is a good friend of mine. He's also a content creator as well, and he's also a massive troll. So really good content creator.
Yes, I do. Okay, I didn't know I followed him.
He's trying to get me cancelled again. He's trying to
get you cancelled
again. Yeah,
stop getting him cancelled.
Yeah.
Stop trying to get him cancelled. He's a good streamer. I'm only joking. Only joking.
No, you're good. Yeah.
He's a good streamer.
Why do you make me run? So
why do you make me run shit?
Yeah, so that's part of like the whole when we start the team and stuff like that. Yeah, Brit is definitely the we say she's like the head of HR because if there's one thing that's really tough for my people is the fact that because I have a team, any decision I make, and like you said, my content's explicit, it therefore affects them.
Yeah.
So anytime anything kicks off, Brit's normally the one that everybody goes to go, can you get Deli to stop fucking doing this? or like...
Normal question then, would you rather be short and rich or tall and poor? I don't mind, honestly. I don't mind the questions, obviously. 18 plus is 18 plus. I just didn't label it 18 plus.
Well, I'm already tall and broke, so I know what that feels like. So I might as well be a midget and rich and try that out. Because being tall and broke hasn't worked for me.
Okay, Stone Cold or John Cena, who's the best? Well, if it were me, I'd that is quite...
That is a tough question. That's probably so. I grew up on the Attitude Era. I'm not a huge wrestling fan now. Yeah. Like
nice.
I was big into.
I didn't actually know that about you. I've got to admit.
Only as a kid. I've never. I don't really keep up on it too much now. I watch WrestleMania or parts of it anyway. But yeah, like probably Sting was probably one of my all-time favorite wrestlers.
Sting.
My boy Zaps, he actually did a stream not too long ago where he talked about like the
Savior
top 10 of all
Zaps.
time. Yeah.
I thought you were talking about Savior. Oh,
yeah.
Zaps.
So out of the two, I think Stone Cold.
Yeah.
All day, I think it's actually crazy if someone says John Cena because that era of wrestling was unbelievable. The Hardy Boys.
Yeah.
Triple H.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
You know what? You can't. Right. I actually thought, I'm going to be honest, right? I didn't think he'd say John Cena. I was like, he's not going to say John Cena. He'd have to say Stone Cold. Knowing the obviously age range between me and him isn't very different. He'd have to say Stone Cold.
Challenge. He just challenge.
That's funny. I'm sorry what Brits just said. I always called him Smelly Deli. What was that about? Don't know again.
Not a clue. That's been a thing since we first started playing together.
Has it?
But yeah, Brit helped with the whole cancellation.
Right,
thing.
Brit, I'm definitely getting you on the show and asking you what Smelly Deli means.
Yeah, you need to do that.
I will. I'm definitely getting you on the show sometime, getting you answering what Smelly Deli is about. Because, I want to know.
Well, yeah, Brit's not just in charge of handling the dramas that come out there. She also manages my love life as well.
Really?
Yeah. We won't talk about that, but I just want
you want to have that off limits, right?
We don't have limits, no,
No, I mean you want that question off limits.
That's another reputation in the community that I'm a complete hoe, which is not true. Not a complete hoe anyway.
Sure.
But yeah, she helps manage the team, helps manage the social media side of things, and then also manages my love life.
Oh, so she manages the social media, right? Okay. So one question I did have, is obviously there's is it the Meat Gaming, not the Meat Gaming one, but the other one.
We Rise. Yeah.
We Rise. Who came up with that?
Me.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was the first. So my when I first started streaming, my overall ambition, and it's still my ambition, is to create a community of that's everyone, not one person wins. Everyone. We have a thing that we say in my team that if you sit at the table, everybody eats.
Yeah.
So the whole point of We Rise was to create a platform where everyone grows simultaneously and everyone has the same level of success or similar success anyway. So I did that 4 or 5 weeks, I think, into me streaming, where I interviewed people like Gosh Josh, Xavier Zaps, Regnoth, who else was on it? Dreadweb. There was 15 streamers in total.
Regnoth is in Regnoth streaming.
Yeah.
I had to think of that because I was like, I'm sure I know about 2 or 3 Regnoths now.
And that did really well. It was actually crazy because I've been streaming. I think I've been streaming maybe 2 months, and the average for that stream was like 75. And I was blown away. And then we did a second one, and
that's fucking mad.
Yeah,
75. Fucking, I've not even hit that.
Yeah, that was crazy. And I've met some amazing people that are really, really have your back and really have your corner.
Yeah.
And it's finding those people.
I mean, obviously, like you said, when I do these fucking shout out things I do, I just basically do them because I've met some obviously streamers in the night, in the day, in wherever else, and I've pretty much been thinking, I'm just gonna see if they have a Twitter and then do it because I just thought, like I said, the idea of them came to my head when I was like, only just hit affiliate relatively because I'd been helped to affiliate by a certain community, plump community as they're called, and I was like, well, they helped me, so what if I helped other people? And at the time, I didn't have the idea of that, but it came to me slowly and surely. Like I said, if you surround yourself with the right people, you're bound to get there.
Yeah, and it is tough. It's really tough, and that's kind of one of the things that as we've been growing and building is that I've found is. It's really hard as a streamer to find the right communities.
Oh yeah,
because not to throw slander out there, but I'm here, and this is why you wanted me here. Is I found.
I can't have a podcast about controversy.
Well, get ready for it.
Good.
So when I first started streaming, and this is something I haven't really talked about too much publicly. But there was 2 Discords that I joined.
Yeah.
I can hear Brit screaming in my ear now, so I am going to be careful, Brit. there was 2 Discords that I joined.
Yeah.
One of them is very well known, has like 5,000 plus people in it minimum.
Oh yeah.
And I had a very public war with them.
Oh God. Why doesn't that surprise me?
And that wasn't my fault. That wasn't actually my fault. Brit can attest to this. I basically got threatened. So then,
I guess I'm trying to build as well.
Yeah.
Because you must know. I mean, you must know. Being a big enough streamer like you are, you get all these promoting people in your streams and people that come into your stream saying, I can make you bigger and yada yada and all those fucking people, and then you think to yourself, well, I don't want to fucking pay for that.
No.
When I can do it for free.
Yeah, and that's kind of what inspired. So it was actually Brit that came up with this idea that we do in our Discord. where it's the affiliation push. So people contact Brit, and then she manages them to get them affiliated.
Yeah.
So like this past month alone, roughly, we've helped 8 or 9 people get affiliated, and it's not hard to do if you meet the right people.
Yeah.
But I think my point to what you said at the start, like the start of the question, is I think the reason some streamers struggle to start off with is that they meet and get drawn in by the wrong communities.
Yeah.
Because in any facet of life, you have good people and you have bad people. If you can find the good communities early on, it can really, really help you grow.
Yeah. I mean, like I said to you at the beginning, with the whole me getting into affiliate, I'm not gonna lie. Without that community that helped me, I probably would not have been affiliated. Because I probably would have just been like 1.1k followers with a fucking non-affiliation. But the fact is,
it does happen. It does happen. Yeah. We recently helped a guy get affiliated who'd been trying to get affiliated for 4 years.
At the end of the day, like I said, Deli, it's just like it's hard to grow. Obviously, being a small streamer.
Yeah,
and that's why I do what I do.
No, it is. It's quite disheartening. I see it a lot. On Twitter, especially, a lot of people that get really down on themselves
and
about their averages. Yeah, give up. There's also a lot of issues surrounding mental health in our community. That's why me and Britt started Let's Talk About It, to address some of those issues.
I've seen an episode of that. Obviously, I popped into your stream and everything.
Yeah.
And I've heard some of the explicit content that comes out of that sometimes. Trust me, I've pissed myself laughing, no doubt.
That caused a lot of controversy. That's,
I know it did.
We got called. We got called a porn cast.
Oh God! No. And you know what? No, that doesn't surprise me.
I got content. I got classified as over-sexualizing the women in our community. We got told we were promoting.
I'm just reading. Don't worry, I can hear you.
Yeah, no, you're good. You're good.
So like you said,
we got told we were promoting adult content and all sorts. And the thing is, we do episodes on stuff like the LGBTQ community. God. We did episodes on like addiction and stuff like that. So it is quite funny that even when you try and do stuff positive in the community, there's always going to be people that try and drag you down.
Oh yeah, it's a good no problem. I mean, literally, I have heard some of the conversations that come out of it. Some of them explicit.
Oh yeah.
Some of them not so explicit.
Yeah, 100%. And I think it's good to have
I'm going to be honest, having a funny laugh about it on talk shows like me and you are having right now. It's funny. Having fun on talk shows as well can be actually good, but obviously, like you said, you can be serious about it as well, and that's what that show's about. I'm going to be honest, and I do actually tune into it. I'm like, oh, wonder what they're doing. Wonder what they're talking about today. Let's talk about it. Bang.
Yeah. No, it is. I think I've spoke about it before on my channel, and a lot is life is tough. Life is hard enough. Life is dark enough as it is. You've got to provide an escape, and even in the most serious matters, and some of the most serious stuff that me and Britt have covered during that.
Yeah.
We try and at least at some point in it find humor. And make people smile and make people laugh. Because life is fucking tough enough.
Life is tough, yeah. Life is tough, man. And with life being tough, life. No offense. I'm just gonna be honest, guys. Obviously, life is shit as it is. I mean, this is probably gonna cause controversy, right? But the fact is, life is shit as it is, and obviously with the fucking governments and everything else. All that, it can get a bit more down. So why not have a fucking laugh?
No, I always say it's mutual responsibility. Whenever I talk to anyone about getting themselves affiliated, and me and my team and everyone have always talked about it, is we can bring the people to you.
Yeah.
but then it is also your job. And this may be a controversial take, but I can bring. So if you came to me today and said, Deli, I need you to help this person get affiliated, I could probably get, say, 10 people in your stream. It is then your responsibility that when I bring those people to you, for you to retain them.
Yeah.
So it's a very sticky one, because it's very hard to tell someone they have responsibility as well.
Yeah. I will say that is true, because
you have, if you can't retain people, then you have to look at why you can't.
Yeah. I mean, I learned that because sometimes, like I said, once I'd reached affiliate, it was hard for me to retain people, and I had a look at that. What you said, like I said, I had a look at why, and then I started retaining people.
Yeah.
Once
I watch. So I watch all my VODs back because I do the appreciation posts after my streams.
That's what I mean.
Yeah. And so I always watch my content back. And one thing that I got told, one of the best pieces of advice I ever got.
Yeah.
I got told, watch your streams back and then ask yourself, would you watch it?
Yeah.
And if the answer's no, then you need to figure out why you wouldn't watch it.
That is honestly a good piece of advice. I've heard that advice being taken out before.
Yeah, so and I would. Yeah. Not even in an egotistical way, but I fucking love my streams. I absolutely fucking love my streams. And at the moment I'm trying to kind of balance it, because a lot of my friends have gone, Deli, you're going a little bit too far now.
Yeah.
And so when my content started to affect the people around me, that's when I obviously had to learn to like rein it in a little bit. Because there's been people, this is no exaggeration, and this again is something that I've not really talked about. So Jones is getting all the exclusives.
Oh yeah, I want all the exclusives.
One of my streams in particular, and I think Britt's still here, so she'll laugh at this when she says this. One of my streams actually almost caused a divorce.
Really? You almost caused a divorce?
Yeah.
Fuck me, man.
Yeah.
How'd you manage that?
So fuck it, we're doing it.
We're doing
A husband found his wife in my streams, and she was asking me to take my clothes off.
Oh right. Oh right. Okay, this is definitely going on YouTube. This bit.
And so.
So doesn't doesn't your community know this about you? This bit.
Well, this is the thing. So, one of the things that's a topic of conversation while we've been going through the recent turmoils that have been going on over the last month.
Public enemy number one.
And my argument all the way through was, if you go onto my channel, you know what you're going to get. So you can't come into my space, my platform,
and tell you how to run things.
And get offended.
Yeah.
Because you clicked on it.
Yeah, that's like me.
I'm not gonna name drop. I'm not gonna name drop for it.
I'm gonna rub my hands together now, because I've got a question. What's the most wildest one?
The wildest one.
The most like controversial one. Give us
the most controversial one was getting cancelled. That was the wildest experience.
Okay, so that was the wildest.
Yeah, and obviously that was only like 4 or 5 weeks ago with that. And it wasn't even that bad. I'm sorry, guys. I mean, I've lost like 150 plus followers now from it. Oh yeah. I
didn't know you'd lost that many.
Yeah.
Didn't seem like that. Considering I come onto your channel and I click on it and it's still like 900 odd followers. It doesn't seem that way.
That's across all platforms. That's across probably Twitter. On Twitch, I lost about 50 or 60.
Just through that.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah. So that was probably the wildest. With people like myself, people like you.
Yeah.
We really do try and build like a very safe and inclusive community, and everyone's got each other's backs. So then when my name was kind of like dragged through the mud, so one of the DMs that got sent to a really close female friend of mine, like one of my favorite women in the world, honestly, in terms of women on Twitch, one of my favorite women in the world, not just on Twitch, just in general. She got sent a message about me that said, "You know, he thinks he owns you."
Right.
Yeah. And I was like, and I was like, of all the people, one of the people you do not touch are like my very, very close friends, people that I personally want to protect, and people that I actually love. And when I read that message, because she sent it to me,
yeah,
that's when it was like red.
Yeah, like, I know, mate.
We're going to war.
Trust me. Like I said, when I walked in that stream, or when I popped into that stream about to say hi, I walked into you bloody shouting and bawling. It was like, whoa, what the fuck's going on here? When you were shouting and bawling that day, it did surprise me. It surprised me, and I was just like, something's really ticked this guy off to fucking make him do this, because he's usually some sort. He's just literally sort of just a
light-hearted,
just light-hearted and fucking 18+ explicit humor. What the fuck's going on here? That's all I wondered, and it was like, okay, I'm not getting involved in this because it's some sort of personal business that I don't want to be a part of. That was me.
Yeah. Yeah, it takes a lot to get me there, because like I say, we try and create positivity.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, with the whole, what was it, supporting each other and everything. It's obviously we try and build a safe place community rather than a hostile environment. And when obviously there is some people out there that do it, try and create some sort of conspiracy or controversy or something like that. It's just like, well, I'm trying to build this community, and you're here just trying to, I guess, put some sort of fucking acid in it or something.
Yeah.
This obviously the explicit content. Yeah. How did it start? How did that come about? Because obviously you've got your whole explicit content. It must have started somehow.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, in real life.
No problem for the follow at all.
In my real life, I'm not totally different. I've still got the same level of humor. But so I'm sure everybody knows. But when I first started streaming, I was streaming DMZ on Call of Duty.
Yeah.
And I used to stream with Yasha. If those that don't know him, he's called that Yasha guy, and he's got schizophrenia.
Really?
Yeah, he's got
yeah. I think I do follow him.
He's talked about it. He's talked about it a lot. A really good friend of mine. I met him even before I started streaming.
Yeah.
And as part of like that condition he's got, he hasn't got a filter.
I know people with no filters.
Yeah. So if you combine, because me and him used to stream every day together. So if you combine someone who because of their condition can't literally filter anything they say, then you've got someone like with me who's got very little filter, and marry those two together.
Oh god,
it's not going to go down well.
So that's
he got banned in 2 weeks. 2 weeks into streaming, he got banned.
Fuck. He's more explicit than you. I want him on the show now.
He's.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah,
maybe
he says some out of pocket stuff. But then I also met people like Brit as well, who's very unfiltered.
Well, Brit's coming on the show for definite, because I want to know some things about you that she might know. that I don't know already personally, because
she's got some stories she can tell you about me.
I want to know some shit about you.
But she's got some stories herself.
Oh, have you?
She knows.
She has some of herself.
Her story's great. She's got an amazing story. If this is the horrendous thing about having a best friend who's also female, is because then girls that speak to me, if they want to know about me, they'll go to Brit to ask about me, and it is.
That's funny. That's absolutely funny. It creates
some of the more. Yeah. I do feel for her.
That's fucking hilarious. That they all just ask her about you.
Yeah. The thing is, none of them listen.
To be fair, right, I'm honest here, right. I've seen some, good, fantastic streamers. Obviously, I don't think there's a bad streamer out there, personally. I don't think that. But I'd say you were definitely one of the good ones. I will say, because honestly, when I first met you, when I first ran into you, it was just like, I guess it was because I was cracking myself laughing too much with all the shit that was coming out. I can't even remember what you were saying because obviously it was that long ago. That but it doesn't even feel like that long ago. When I put followage in, it's like almost a year.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And it's like, I don't even, you know what? It feels like fucking yesterday that I ran into this fucker.
No, it was. The stream. I don't know why this has just come to me, but the stream that really took off.
Yeah.
Take off might not be the right word, but when I started to see my numbers escalate and shoot up, and I'm fortunate to have the average I have now, is I did a stream called "Do You Wash Your Legs?"
Do you wash? Fucking hell! What made you think of that?
Fuck knows. I don't even know. Like this is the thing. Like with my stream titles,
and this is why I wanted you on the show because you're fucking random as fuck.
So there was two streams. So
yeah.
So there was one. Do you wash your legs? And then a second one where it was called "Do You Look in the Mirror?"
I think I saw that one.
So the "Do You Wash Your Legs" was a conversation
Reed,
about
how you doing?
When you shower.
By the way, this guy is 18 plus. So if you want to ask him 18 plus questions, go right ahead. Yeah, Reed is a long-time friend of mine.
Yeah, so it was basically a conversation of whether when you shower, do you soap up here and just let the water run down your legs?
Yeah.
Or do you soap everything, including your legs and feet? And it literally was like a war in my chat of people arguing.
That's brilliant. That's fucking brilliant.
And it really did. Like that stream, I think like I averaged like 20 or 30 people that stream. Fucking and then the second one was "Do You Look in the Mirror?" was asking the question of when.
Same war started on "Do you pee in the shower?" What's that about?
We can get to that. I don't even remember that one.
So these random names of streams, did it just pop into your head?
So, like I said, I did a lot of research before I actually started streaming. And one of the things that that I kind of noticed when I was looking is everyone has the same stream title.
Yeah.
So they'll just be like, say if you're a Call of Duty streamer, ranked is a really big thing on Call of Duty, like Warzone ranked and CDL. And so if you go into the discovery page now and type in Modern Warfare or Call of Duty, there'll be 100, 200, 300 streams that just all say ranked play.
Yeah.
And I thought to myself, if in all of that you saw a list of say 100 streams and it was ranked play, do you look in the mirror while you wank? Which stream are you going to click on? And so that's why. And I actually got shadow banned off one of the titles that I put on. So you do have to be careful.
I know which one I'd be clicking on.
Exactly, and that's kind of why it works. And I do find a lot that people do say, "Oh, I just saw your name on the discovery page."
Kind of want to stop a little bit and that's why that's what made me also come up with this idea. That if I can get people on this show, that streamers would tune into, and help them network a little bit easier. Obviously, because networking isn't the easiest part of the networking, guys. Is not the. I'm sorry if people ever said to me that networking was the easiest part of streaming, it is at first. When you're like, I don't know, say 20, 30 followers in.
Yeah.
It is at first. It's piss easy. It's fucking piss easy. I've said this to plenty of people. It's piss easy when you're 20, 30 followers in. But when you're like 1,000 or 800, maybe 500, it gets. I don't know. It gets hard to catch everybody. And when it's hard to catch everybody, I mean, this is a joke. This is a dad joke. I kind of say to everybody because it's true. Ash Ketchum was a perfect fucking catcher, but even he couldn't catch them all.
No, that is true. But I think that's where building personal relationships is so important, though. So I think you hit the nail on the head. When you're first starting out, it's so easy to network.
It is.
And not just that, but also the people you network, because you're all on a similar level. It's you kind of got mutual interest to grow and stuff like that. It's when you start getting your 10s, 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s viewers, that you kind of building those relationships gets a little bit harder. And you have to be really selective about who you start to choose to associate yourself with and people's intentions.
It's been crazy. It's been fucking crazy. I've had a hype train, and that's been the first time ever.
That's crazy.
Honestly, that's the first time ever, guys. I've had a hype train in here.
That's incredible.
Yeah, and I thank everybody for that, literally, because that is fucking. I was like, every fucking bit's coming in, or fucking and I was like, fucking hell, I can't keep up with this. Slow mode it, please. Nah, but it's a great community, literally, honestly.
No, and that was the goal at the very start. Yeah. I remember my boy, Josh actually said to me, like the moment I kind of realised that I was having some sort of impact. I went into his stream and he was like, he said it's actually on one of my TikToks, because it made me choke up, because he was like, "Yo, Delu, I was just speaking to."
Oh, that's fine, bro. It's fine.
He was
literally. It's fine, because honestly, it's because of this dude's community that I got hype train for the first time. So, honestly,
yeah. He said to me, he was like, Deli, I was just speaking about you the other day. He said, I was telling someone, like, when you first came into the community, you have done everything you said you were going to do. And I was like, what do you mean? And he was like, because I spoke to Josh, he was one of the first people I ever actually spoke to. Yeah. He said that you said you wanted to have a network and have shows and help the community grow. He was like, you do that every day. And I was like, shit. I was like when someone tells you something and it actually like hits you in the chest.
Oh yeah, I've had that before. When I think it was actually you that said it when I was in your stream, that I help out a lot of people and all that, and you've said it before and everything else. It's been like,
I always speak incredibly highly of you because I think that's what people don't realize is I've said this before on my channel, but stuff like money. Personal items. So like when someone comes into my stream and will gift a load, you can get money back.
Yeah.
So I can waste money on whoever, and I use waste money on the loosest term, but you can waste money on whoever. I can get money back. I can gift someone something, and I can get that back. The one thing that you can never get back is your time.
Yeah.
So if someone gives you their time, that is the thing that I value more than anything. So I know how much you've done for me in terms of help promote my platform, and that's why I speak so highly of you, because I value your time more than anything. If you spend 5 minutes to make a post about me, that is going to be more to me than you coming into my channel and donating like 50 subs or whatever.
Yeah.
Because you can never get your time back. And that's why when you asked me to do this, and like I said, I've been asked a few times to do them.
Yeah.
But as soon as you asked me to do this, I was like, tell me when. This might be a promotion for your podcast. But I'm actually really looking forward to the episode that you were talking about doing with a graphic designer.
Oh, that's D-Rad Punks. I will be doing an episode with a graphics designer / streamer, content creator. I am going to get that. I am going to pick his brain. I am going to pick his brain on what he does, because he's the one who actually designed. I don't know if you've been in my streams before.
Yeah.
He's the one that designed my solo intro, my overlay,
nice,
my sub badges. He's the one that designed my logo, pretty much all of it. So I want to pick his brain a little bit.
Well, do you know what? I've been thinking about this before. I've wanted to interview a graphics designer because they are like the vermin in our community, but I mean that I don't mean that.
You mean that in the most politest way.
They just get shit on so much.
They do. I mean, that is something I did say a couple of. I don't know if you saw it, because me and Roxy did a podcast Roxy Fluffy Cat. We did a
yeah,
podcast, and we said about graphics designers and streaming in general, and basically I said, well, graphics designers get that much of a bad name because of the people that literally DM you, that, you know, they get shit on all the time.
Yeah, ask you how your day was, and then
Yeah,
try
and
and
then
sell
they
you
fucking
everything.
try and sell you the work. And when the stream, it's like when the graphics designers pop into your stream. I don't know if you've had it, where they actually don't promote themselves, and then they just want to watch your gameplay, and you're like, okay, who are you? Yada yada, and they go say they're a graphics designer, and you're like, oh, fucking great. But yeah, they're probably not like that.
No, I've got a really good friend of mine, Isabella.
Yeah.
She's supported me since like one of my very first streams, and she's a graphics designer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's one of those things where like they get a bad rep, and I understand it because we've all had it where they come in and they're like, your stream looks like it could do with some work, and I'm like, go fuck your mom.
My community mixed up with yours. That's fair. Like this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying about this whole thing, because it'll make people meet other people, and it's going to help people, you know, other streamers meet, you know, network, and it's going to grow, you know.
No, it's a really good thing. I've spoke about it before. Is that like we all have Twitch is like a universe. We all have like these smaller circles of individual community. Like I've got my community, you've got yours, and then you get those kind of crossovers. And I think that's how we help each other grow.
This is why I wanted to do it. You know, like I said to you, this was inspired. Now you probably, like I said, if people haven't already heard it, obviously Deli has. It was inspired by a fucking podcast by John Cena.
I love that.
It was. I watched a podcast with John Cena on it, literally, right? And then I was watching it, and I thought, you know what? He's doing a podcast speaking about his personal life. So considering he's speaking about his personal life, maybe I can help streamers grow by getting to know them personally, rather than professionally.
Yeah, I think with streaming, that's the people that grow are kind of the people that do humanize themselves a little bit more and allow a little bit more of themselves. And it's a balancing act, definitely, because it's caused some crazy experiences in my personal life. Some of the things I've said and done on Twitch.
Yeah.
But so it is a balancing act. But I think allowing a more human element and building actual relationships with people is the best way. Like I've heard some amazing stories from people.
So obviously, like I said, networking is the hardest part of streaming. I don't know if everybody here agrees, but it is.
Yeah, I'd say it's one of the hardest.
Yeah, I'd say it was one of the hardest, if not the hardest. That's why I kind of made this, chat show, you could call it, or a podcast or whatnot. That's why I made it, so people could come on it and, you know, Bruce just said she never networks.
She supports everybody. Like she's in more streams than I think I'm in.
I can see that. Probably would be, yeah.
She's also a paramedic as well, so she also has a very busy full-time job. Oh yeah.
Fuck. Literally, that's actually, you know, networking on social media and figuring out the algorithm is tough. Yeah, literally, it is. It is. I used to pay like a wild demon. The amount of stuff that's been said.
I'd agree with that.
You'd agree with that, would you?
Me and Rue was a pairing in someone's chat. It can kind of be dangerous. We have definitely destroyed some people's chats between me and Rue. Yeah.
So literally, honestly, I will ask you though. Considering we were on about what was it, end goals, and your end goal being, was it? I can't quite remember now. Building a bigger.
To own a network.
Yeah, to own a network, basically. Like, in that network, who would be your first people?
So the thing is, so in my team at the moment, we have Brit, Ash, Save Your Zaps, and Dark Misfit. So Brit handles a lot of the HR side of things and a lot of because she's probably the most level-headed out of all of them. Ash handles a lot of like the PR stuff, so anything that gets put out as actual statements, he's the one that typically writes them, or I'll write them and then he proofreads them for me and kind of does all that sort of thing. Zaps does a lot of our content creation. He does like clothing and stuff. He's got his own brand. And then Misfit does like events organization and liaises with people. So anything that like we put on, Misfit, like when we do the spotlights and stuff, Misfit's the one that puts all those together.
Yeah.
So the people that I have around me right now are the people that I hope will have at the top. So and with Real Talk that I do, me and Ash present that. With Let's Talk About It, me and Britt host that.
Okay.
So as we're building, we are constantly looking at people to potentially bring in to join the team, but I try to be very selective about who I bring in because we have had a couple of instances while I've been going through where we've let the wrong people in. Not necessarily even to join the team, but even just to become part of the community. And it's kind of crazy. Because as you're first coming through, and you've got your average of 2, 3, 4 people. It's all sunshine and daisies. On Twitter, on Twitch, and on Twitter. But as you grow and you start to get a little bit of a platform. There is a lot of bullshit that goes on Twitch. Like it is crazy. It can get pretty cutthroat at times. I've seen some pretty nasty stuff.
There you go. It's been an absolute pleasure having you on the show, literally.
No, I appreciate it, bro. I appreciate everything you do in the community as well, bro. You're an amazing individual, and I'm glad I got the opportunity to actually say it to your face. So I appreciate everything you do for us.
No. But yeah, that'll be it for tonight, guys. I'm going to raid out, and literally we'll raid whoever's online. I don't know who's online. Have you got anybody? Because if so, if it's somebody I don't follow, then great. I don't mind.
Let me have a look who I've got.
But yes, in the meantime, I will be back tomorrow with Spider-Man Miles Morales trying to get Platinum Trophy number 17, as we are going to do that, hopefully. So yeah, I will see you tomorrow, guys, and I will be back, like I said, tomorrow. Delimeat, I don't know if he's back online tomorrow. I'm guessing so.
I have Tuesdays off.
You have Tuesdays off, do you?
On Wednesday.
Fair dues. Templi Bud. I've never heard of that. Never heard of that streamer.
I've got. This is the guy. This is the guy that I want you to interview.
Oh, Templi Bud.
No.
No.
Yeah, I'll put it in your chat.
Yeah, put it in my chat.
There you go. That's the guy I want you to interview. Honestly,
you will love him. Let me just put him on the list then.
Honestly, he'll do it as well. I was meant to interview him before, like I had obviously.
It's coffee. Okay, there you go then. Number 11. Number 11. I'm guided all for 11. I'm guided for another 11 episodes. So yeah. I'm all set. Anyways, I will see you tomorrow, guys. Hopefully you tune in, and I will bid you farewell. Okay, bye. Let's do it. I can't find my fucking outro.